Ever since Super Mario 64, there's been an invisible line between 2D platformers and Collectathon-based 3D platformers. Promenade proudly plants a foot on each side of that line, and what results is a remarkably unique platformer that manages to squish a 3D Collectathon into 2 dimensions, all while looking absolutely beautiful with rich, detailed animation work for players and enemies alike. You play as Nemo, who is rescued from drowning by a tiny octopus. There is an almost boy and his blob-esque nature to their friendship, and it's consistently endearing. Leaving the cave you've been living in, you travel to the Great Elevator, where some dark entity emerges from Nemo and shatters the gears that power the elevator. So, naturally, it's up to you to fix it and unravel the nature of this mysterious figure. Gameplay centers around working your way up this elevator. At each stop, you'll find entrances to unique worlds full of fractured gears to be reassembled. Each world contains a series of challenges that are never overtly stated to the player. Instead, you'll generally stumble into them naturally through engaging with smart level design. Complete a challenge, get a piece of a gear. Within a stage, it's also possible to find a journal that lists the names of each challenge along with a checklist for completion. This can help you hunt down any missing challenges, as each name is also a hint regarding the nature and location of the challenge itself. Unfortunately, world maps feel like a somewhat obvious omission, as some of these stages get quite large and some even have their own sub-stages. Movement throughout these worlds is built heavily upon the use of your little octopus buddy as a sort of grappling hook. At the outset, you're able to throw him to pick up enemies. Once picked up, enemies can be thrown as weapons or chucked straight down to propel you upwards. You'll soon unlock the ability to latch onto specific grapple points as well. Platforming puzzles in Promenade often center around making perfectly timed leaps from grapple points, grabbing enemies out of midair, and using them to boost to unreachable areas. It's a simple mechanic, but one that's used very well. All that being said, platforming can at times be a little awkward, with hitboxes not always lining up with your expectations. Still, the unique ways in which mechanics are employed largely smooth over these issues. Promenade's visual charm and unique take on the genre make it an immediately impactful title that's hard not to be drawn in by. Each world offers new challenges, and the experience feels consistently fresh. It's noticeable how some of the platforming can be a little stiff, making certain precise platforming challenges a little more frustrating than they should be. However, at the end of the day, Promenade is an absolute gem that will appeal to any kind of platforming fan. Don't let this one sneak past you. This video is made possible by our generous supporters on Patreon. Did you know that Nintendo World Report is funded directly by fans like you? When you support Nintendo World Report on Patreon, you get immediate access to multiple exclusive podcasts every month, exclusive Discord channels, an early look at select content, and more, all for as little as $1 a month. Check out patreon.com/NWR for all the details.